Johnny can go ahead.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to another episode of the KSI. Today I'm joined by Fanged Fox, Profita Boy, and I Panda. Say what's up, guys.
What's up?
Hola. Zach's kind of dead, so he's been snapped away into the time stone. I don't know exactly what he's doing right now. He might actually not even be talking. In that case, we might just have to give him the boot real quick.
Back.
Okay, yeah. So let's start this off like simple. I was told that I don't have a great taste in shows and all that, because I might have recommended one show that might not be for somebody because it's a long-running series and all that. And I understand that. But you know what? I'll give credit. Now he's gonna have a bunch of weeaboos attacking him. But what is it? I'll give credit where credit is due. You know what I mean? My boy Pandas, he hooks up when it comes to the freaking recommendations on Netflix. And oh my god, I was trying to get everybody to watch it before we hopped in the call, but we were watching this show called When They See Us. Oh my god, dude, it's blowing me away. The past 3 hours or something like that had to be. It was just crazy. It was insane. I ain't gonna lie.
Am I getting kicked from the call or what's happening?
If you wanna stay, just stay. It doesn't matter. All right, just don't kick me from the call.
Listen, I had to go through this. I had to go through this for 5 episodes straight. All right, Mondo had to do this to me. Okay.
Oh,
so
yeah.
just so you do it, alright? He gives up eventually.
Hey, Johnny, one of the times you kicked him, dog.
Bro, one of the times I was sick of it, and every time I joined back, I just kept removing you. Kept joining back.
No, but somebody kicked Zach.
Oh yeah, that was a kick war.
Before I just kicked him now, someone just kicked Zach before that.
That was me. No, I kicked Zach thinking that he was gonna take an hour or whatever. That was me, I ain't gonna lie.
Oh, what was about to say?
I thought we were just fucking around kicking him. Like this.
So, Pandas, you have to go first. All right, so can you talk about? He got kicked from another room again. But, all right, let him stay here real quick. But oh my god, bro, you can't do that! Stop!
Join back laughing.
Just cut. Stop it! Stop. You know what?
Bro,
you know what?
I'm not doing nothing. Come on.
All right, stop.
All right, what did you want me to talk about?
Oh my god, Pandas, stop.
What did you want me to talk about?
Talk about your week.
Talk about my week? Okay.
Bro, he's joining back laughing.
So, basically, my week...
Stop kicking him.
That's not even me, bro. That's Johnny.
Johnny, stop kicking him.
No, that was the only time I kicked him, was just now.
Alright. Everybody chill? Yeah,
so, I was just chilling, right? And every day this week, because of summer break, I woke up at 2 in the afternoon.
It's a special start to summer break, by the way.
I actually tried a new form of tasting G Fuel. So Tuesday, yes, Tuesday at 3 in the morning, I got real bored, and I saw a YouTube video of some dude snorting G Fuel.
Wait,
so
that was a joke.
I just laid it out right on the table, and I just went at it. And I'm telling you, it goes straight to your brain faster. And it really hits different when you take it straight up in the powder form. I feel like if you just do the G Fuel challenge, just take a shot of it and then down it with a water bottle.
Pandas has got a red eye. I'm totally awake. I'm totally fine.
Bro,
no side effects.
Mondo has found the only way to make G Fuel addictive.
Oh yeah.
G Fuel what?
G Fuel.
Well, I found the only way to make G Fuel what?
Addictive.
Oh, dude, G Fuel is always addicting.
Yeah, shiny role model right here. But Pandas, can you talk about how when you your bike ride and all that seemed interesting?
There was a crackhead, dog. He wasn't a crackhead, but he was an alcoholic.
Just tell us about your ride and the way that was, bro.
It was euphoric as fuck, dog. I was going through right, and it was Cleveland. Oh shit, homie, Cleveland, because we don't say the real addresses.
Oh yeah, Cleveland.
And I was going on to the Cleveland sign, and I was getting crazy because I was going from my part of the area, right, and going through factories and shit, biking through, and then it gets to the park and normal area, main streets, and then you take one turn down this road, bro, and there's 2 separate things. So on the left side is nice houses and shit, and the farther down right you go, it's just shitty looking houses, right? But bro, over there, the upkeep of all the gardening and shit, bro, and all the trees is insane.
Mm-hmm.
There's not there's not one overgrown lawn, dude. Bus stops are fucking not just a sign on the pole. There's full on bus stops made out of brick and shit with LED signs.
Oh yeah, it's all fancy down.
Fucking fancy sidewalks, stone design. That shit was wild, bro. And everything just like looks nice over there. And that's the first time I've been to like that side of the park since the remodel. That shit was crazy, dog.
I low-key think, right, like the reason like most cities, the obvious answer, right, like the boring answer is like, oh, just like funding and whatnot. But like there's always the nice part of the neighborhood that like, since like basically DC is all around like Cleveland and Pennsylvania and all that, right? I'm guessing like there's like parts of them they just want you to see to make it look like, oh yeah, we're a great like propaganda, country and all that. We're not poor at all, you know what I mean? That's the side they want you to see, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because the whole, I guess it's like an attraction for some people because it's like the 5 Great Lakes, you know what I'm saying, like Lake Erie.
Okay.
So like when you go down to the part,
it's meant to represent. I'm pretty sure the sign is meant to represent Cleveland's unity. I'm gonna be honest. I'm pretty sure it's what.
Yeah, like all the spots. If you look at it, there's like I think 5 signs around Cleveland, and they're all like tourist attraction spots. Because before even the Cleveland sign was there, that was like a great like spot because you could get like the full view of like the downtown like lights and shit.
Oh, I see.
And the backdrop, and now they added the sign and it lights up, and they got that like 5 different spots around the city. But that's like the best spot, dude. You like see straight over into like Lake Erie and shit. Fucking, you can see like downtown. It's like a big hill you're just like chilling on.
Bro, I remember for when the Cleveland Cavaliers won the.
You might as well just say it now, dude.
No, please just keep saying Cleveland, please. And Zach, you're gonna say Bane, alright?
We were at the parade, right?
Zach doesn't live in Bane. He lives in
It's the parade, and they literally. We were right in front of the Cleveland sign. There was like people sitting on top of the Cleveland sign and all that. We were right by where you were, bro. I got the smack tower on loose hand and everything, like.
Bro, I didn't even know that the sign was like chilling like that, bro. Because the way it's like held up, it looks like it's gonna fall. And there was mad people just chilling on the sign. There was like this like fucking kid just sitting on top of it, just taking a nap.
Yes, bro. People were doing that like it was nothing that day, bro.
Bro, in South Boston, Massachusetts, bro. Like,
whoa. You can't do that, bro. You gotta change the B. You gotta change the B in Boston to something else.
Blossom.
I'm sorry, in
Boston.
You just got to find the B more.
In Boston, bro.
Boston.
Bro, in South Boston, Massachusetts, fucking, it's all run down and old, like, cause Boston used to be a big industrial area, and after the crash of the industrial era, a lot of shit fucking like crashed. A lot of factories are still left, and all the people that live there are lower income, so it's more like the slums, I would say.
Peasant side.
And I know a lot of people that have grew up around there, and they're always like talking about how it's like it may look bad, but it's a really nice place when you get down to it.
What tourist attractions does like Lost in Massachusetts have?
Skip.
Oh, Lawston has we have TD Garden, we have Six Flags.
Okay.
The big ass Six
Flags though.
Yeah, we got a cool ass.
Rest in peace to the Q. Now the Rocket Mortgage Arena.
And what we got in Lawston is the metro system is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of historic buildings and historic landmarks. A lot of museums.
Yeah. I can't think of like much of like I can't think of like many landmarks.
Rocky Steps.
Half of because I'm slow. Yeah, but like the Rocky Steps, Liberty. All I can think off the top of my head is the Liberty Bell. Right. Wells Fargo, friggin' like the baseball center place, and that's really it, bro. I'm not too much of a tourist type guy myself, but like.
Basically, like downtown Philly is like a big tourist attraction too, because like all the like
downtown
Philly and shit.
Oh yeah. Philly cheesesteak.
That's like where everybody goes, bro.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Lawston isn't the place you should go for the tourist attractions. You should probably go to like small town Massachusetts because it's more like a learning experience than anything.
Just the slums, people like poor on the streets and all that.
Bro,
no.
Did you know Cleveland used to be like the place for like the fucking millionaires and shit?
Cleveland.
Yeah.
It looks like it off the sign though. Like that looks like the sign makes it look like a futuristic.
That's just
place.
like the script sign. That's like
I
the script.
know.
Like,
is that the sign like you see when you go into the town or something like that, or like no? It's just like a place.
There's just a bunch of those.
Yeah, there's like 5 of them, but then like there's one in the like airport too. But that's just like the Cleveland logo. Like that's the script.
Gotcha.
But fucking what is it? I think the oil dude Rockefeller. There was like a row of like mansions and shit where like all the like rich people live, like the train track dudes and like oil people.
The higher class.
Yeah, and that's during like the 80s. That's where all the like small time families, moved into, and then that's and it crashed. Because all the rich people moved out. All the rich people moved out after that.
Yeah, I get such an
Bro,
80s vibe looking at that.
Johnny can confirm, dog. Like when you go from Cleveland, like Cleveland and Parma, I'd say Parma just looks like the nicest, like a nicer part of Cleveland, like the nicer houses, right?
It does.
Because the houses all look. Yeah,
it barely looks. It's like it's
because
better.
Parma is not like super like uppity, but it's like they got better houses.
Better.
They got better houses.
It's just like.
But look, bro.
When
you go from like fucking Cleveland to Cleveland to Baki Biver, you know what I'm saying? John, have you ever been to Baki Biver?
Wait, have I ever been where?
Baki Biver.
Oh, I've been to Baki Biver, bro.
Bro, the houses over there, especially on Lakeside,
bro,
there's like big ass fucking houses.
I have to play I play a bunch of sport games over there for like all my sports, right? And bro, every time we drive through there, it's so nice. It's ridiculous, bro. That's where all my wrestling meets.
I got depressed one time. We fucking drove through there by
no,
Lakeside,
that was
all the mansions.
That was North Homestead. Have you ever been over there?
Oh yeah, both of Homestead. I always go there for the mall.
That place is crazy.
Alright, but it's not like Rocky River. It feels like Cleveland, but just like higher class kind. Cleveland.
If you wanna come down to the Massachusetts area for a rich experience, you'd rather just go to Bain, bro. Bain is where it's at, to be honest.
Zach would be like the receptionist, right? Like I don't know if they have that, bro.
Bevan Bills.
He'd be like the receptionist, right? For like if someone called him like up, he's like, yeah, I need a good reason to go see Boston Basketball Biscuits. He's like, well,
it's Loston.
Boston Biscuits. He's like, well, sir, bro, you'd be like the ultimate person to like describe everything, dude. It'd be hilarious. Yo, I was trying. Like,
I'd be telling him about the big old slope. There's just an angled rock in like the middle of town, just an angled rock, and you just can go sit on it. That's all I would talk about.
Rock is a tourist attraction.
No, but it's hella cool. Like, to be honest,
a rock that you can find probably in like any other town. Dude, we have a really big rock.
Is it Dwayne Johnson?
Yeah, bro, it's Dwayne Johnson.
It's a rock
signed by Dwayne Johnson.
What if they took a
bro, I can't wait
until
somebody
rock
and like sculpted his face in the rock, right?
Actually, bro, I can't wait until somebody watches this episode of the Gearcast and literally can't tell what towns we're talking about. They're like,
where's Loston?
Yo, where the hell's Loston?
I'm looking on the map.
Bro, if we still have those Indonesian people watching the podcast, they're definitely not gonna know where Loston is.
You wanna know what we got in Loston?
Lost?
We got food. We got food.
Are you lost in Massachusetts?
Bro, the best thing you can get from Ohio, right, or Cleveland, there's a place called like Cleveland. I feel like they're going for like the pierogies, the West Side Market. The Best Buy Market. You know what I'm saying?
Best Buy. Oh my god,
dude, the West Side Market is literally fucking insane, bro. And then this place called like Stuff Yourself, bro. They have like the signature like Cleveland Polish boy.
Yeah.
It's like a Polish boy with barbecue, coleslaw, and fries, and then like a deep fried PB&J.
Bro, I just remember what Loston has. We got
the
the bed trail.
What is that?
So basically, it's this red line that's lining the streets, and it will take you to all.
What food do you have?
No, it'll take you to a bunch of tourist attractions, like a bunch of cool shit, like a big ass church that looks really sick. It will take you to
in the middle of the street.
To the memorial for all the Jews that died in World War II. It will take you all throughout Boston, and then it will lead you to the Common, where you can just go chill, bro, and watch all the people just lay back and smoke a joint. Because literally, that's all they do when they go to the Common.
Whoa, we don't talk about smoking here in this podcast.
Oh, I'm sorry, Loints.
Yeah, Boca Boy.
Loca Loint, yeah.
Bro, Loki, I just googled it, and there's like a ton of shit to do in Cleveland. Like a museum.
Bro, what even is there to do in Loston? Like,
those types of museums are in every city. They just are listed as like.
I know, but these are like tourist attractions, like Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, Museum of Art. We got the local theater.
We got the
History
science
museum.
museum.
The Cleveland Aquarium.
Bro, everybody's bro. The best
Do y'all have
science
Franklin
museum is
Institute?
I think.
I think we do.
We have like an art walk on the. Like I'd say the coolest things we have. We have like a fucking like this military like naval ship thing downtown, where you could go inside like the ships and shit and like walk
Oh
around.
yeah, I've heard about that.
And then fucking we have a Christmas Story movie house over here, and then Edgewater Park.
Yeah.
Bro, if you want to come to Massachusetts, you just can't stay in Lawston. You gotta go all around and do shit.
Oh,
People usually. I'm trying to go to Harvard.
Yeah, dude, Harvard is actually a cool ass place. If you go to the museum there, they got some really cool exhibits. Like they have like almost like every animal in stock at their taxidermy area.
In stock.
Bro, yeah, bro, they're
We
selling
need to
them.
get a new one. We're low on foxes. Can y'all like?
No,
breed
they're
some more?
taxidermy. Yo,
does that
Ryan,
mean?
they're taxidermy.
What does that even mean?
They're
It
stuffed.
means like stuffed carcasses.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yo, people do that though. Like when their like pet dies, like a dog or a cat, they'll like take it to a taxidermy
That's
and get
so
it stuffed.
weird.
Yeah, but
I'm
these
sorry.
boys, they literally have a saber-toothed tiger that's taxidermied. I don't even know how
Do
the
they
hell
have
they
a-
got it.
Do they have a
Like,
taxidermy
like-
turtle?
It's so common for like people that hunt to do that to their
Oh yeah,
to
well,
their,
people that hunt
People
is
that
like
hunt,
normal.
but if you have like a loyal companion dog, and then after he dies, you taxiderm it and just leave him in the house, that's
Right?
kinda weird.
Cremate it and
I
throw it in the
literally-
ocean.
yeah, it's kind of
That's like-
weird.
I mean, it's kind of weird, but then you get to like have it with you like at all times. You know what I'm saying?
That doesn't make.
But then again, I have my dog's ashes, which
I mean,
is
that's
kind of like the
different.
same.
That's
Bro, when I'm
different. 'Cause
cremated-
you don't walk
There's,
past
like,
your
a
When I'm
dog's
scene-
cremated,
dead
like
I
a
body.
want them to
scene
throw
thing.
my ashes in the ocean.
And it's like you wouldn't think it's like super weird because it looks cool, you know, like when they get the bucks' heads like mounted on the wall.
I mean, you gotta think, bro. I know that's different. Cause like, listen.
That's-
All right. So, putting like somebody's like head on the wall, right, represents them as a trophy, right? So you're telling me that your dog, freaking Fido, right? All right, I'm just gonna leave him here, fully like fluffed out, right next to the couch. Oh, is that the? Like, imagine you have somebody over, right? And then
Use him
they
as a
see your-
table.
Whoa! You have a cup on top of the dog?
Thing.
No, bro.
I don't know, dude. They could do whatever they want. I personally wouldn't get it. I would just like bury it.
You know,
How do
Pat.
me and
Oh,
Fang
yeah, I would
both
burn it,
said
bro.
use them as a
It's-
table at the same time?
Bro, I was watching
Incinerate
HD.
it.
You know they like make replicas of babies, bro. Like, oh my god.
Oh my god. Beetle, I thought you were about to say, do you know the Make-A-Wish
Oh my
Foundation?
god! Speaking of the baby thing, bro,
Yeah.
there's like they're making this like they're trying to do an incubation pod type thing to where like I think all it needs is like the male semen and it like develops like a baby and shit, so the women don't have to.
Bro,
like,
I had to
pregnant
read stuff about that in my school this year.
It
For
was
like, it was like
Yeah,
it was like a state test preparation.
That shit's
Art-
like
that's
kinda-
retarded.
I
It's
think
like an
that's kinda-
artificial baby.
yeah, I think that's kind of stupid. I think, why do we need to make new ways of making babies?
Cause we
Can't
don't
we
need
just-
these women. These
No, but it's because it's for the like it's
For
for
science.
the couples that like can't have babies. so
Oh,
that way
the women who are involuntarily celibate. They can't,
It-
not celibate, they can't have babies, yeah.
the
The
article said it was
article
like
I read was
the
like
lady-
about like people who are too like busy, like business people who work and shit. Imagine like just chilling at your house and then your fucking dog knocks you over the incubator.
Your dog, your table dog.
Wait a
Just
minute. So
not-
you're saying like a little
Your
like pod thing can
taxidermy,
produce a baby? over
Yes,
time?
bro, like a Dragon Ball Z. type
Yeah,
pod.
but wait, I didn't know what you were talking about, bro. How big is the
Bro, we're
incubator?
gonna
Can
make-
be, is it like a? Bro, is it like?
Bro,
We're gonna make
it's
the
like-
next Goku, bro. Don't
Exactly
even worry.
right. You're crafting
It-
cell and
The
you're like,
article
It's
I
like
read was
fucking
talking
the
about how
size of a
they,
baby.
no, the
the way
incubator
that
is
the
like
article
size of, like, a
worked
barrel
is
or
it
something?
gave this lady like another lady's like eggs like
Yeah.
through the thing, and then they produced a baby from the lady's eggs and the male semen.
And then,
like-
bro, even with that, you can probably take the DNA from the person you want to be the mother, and then put that in the egg and make it so they're both.
But it wasn't
The
like
big,
fully
the big
fleshed out.
idea
Like
was like because when you're like actually having the baby, the lady has like hormones that give a special connection to the child.
yeah,
So like when the baby's like born from the incubator, it's not gonna have that special connection with its mother.
I
It's
do
gonna be,
not
like...
require feeling. Like, all right.
No, but it's like you're normally like more like cater to your mom, like you're closer with your like mother more than.
Oh,
your,
so we're
like,
just
father,
teaching the kids to be sociopaths now. And have no.
I
feelings.
guess, dude, but
Bro.
like that's like the hormones that the like lady gives out like when she's pregnant to the baby, and like when they do the incubator, it's not gonna have that. So it could be the baby could just go out and be like, "Bitch, I don't know
Exactly,
you."
right?
Bro, you want to know what I think is stupid? People want to like fucking get rid of like the special people, like just because they're special. That's actually stupid. They're like, oh, bro, we can stop autism this way. We can get rid of autism. Bro, autism's not that bad of a thing.
Right,
yeah, how dare they try to improve society? What rude people they are.
I think we, bro, it makes us more diverse, and then we can study the reasons why people are like that, and then find ways to work with it.
I'm still on
yeah, you can find ways to work with it, or you could just cure it, so nobody has to go through the struggles that people have to go through.
I guess, man.
I don't think it's people trying to like, oh, we need to wipe out every single human being that's ever had
a mental
disability.
When Zach was first talking about that, I thought he meant like a genocide against like all.
Oh yeah, me too. That's what I thought. That's why I said cock shotgun. Like,
I was just staying. I was just like fucking staying silent, bro. I was gonna come to haunt somebody in the future. Because when John said, "Oh yeah, let's fucking be mad that they're trying to cure the world's problems," I'm like, bro, did you just side with killing autistic people? Wait till you blow up on YouTube and someone.
Oh yeah, and then he gets assassinated for saying that, bro. No, never.
Yes, bro. There's gonna be a big YouTube scandal in 2023. Rage Face Hype says that all autistic people should be murdered in a mass genocide.
No, bro, he's trying to say that people who are trying to find the cure to, like, autism should just stop.
I feel like, yeah, that's cool or whatever, but, like, it should be the person's choice whether they want to or not. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, yeah, but, like, at the same time, like, think about all the problems that people have to go through from those disabilities, and people are just trying to improve society by, like...
Yeah, but if people want to live like that, like, as themselves...
Yeah, I'm saying, like, if they want to, they can, but, like, I think it should be up to the parent at the baby.
Like, I don't want to get my color blindness cured, bro. Like, I'm fine with being colorblind. I worked around it.
I think
and I figured my way out.
Is like, well, I don't know, cause at the same time, right? What I think like he's trying to say, right, is like he doesn't want to get his color blindness. At least this is what I would think, is that he doesn't want to get it changed because it's like it's what makes him diverse, right? But do you think the special people see it that way? You know what I mean? Like, oh,
no, because they don't understand it. They see themselves as normal, and I see them as normal. It's not even like
no, you see them as normal, but like this is society could be so much more advanced.
But like think about. Do you think that they think they're different in any way though? Like
some of them do.
They don't.
Yeah.
Some of them actually know. Most
so
of them like
their own choice,
they actually don't know.
I mean, the option's still available, right? So, like, if you don't want to do it, you don't want to do it. It depends on who's taking care of them, too. Like, if anything, if there was a slow person who couldn't think for themselves, right, and they had a caregiver, I would let the caregiver decide if they wanted, like, the main caregiver decide if they wanted to, like, try and, like...
Yeah, because then that's taken from their life. Like, they couldn't do a lot of shit because they have to, like, take care of that person.
If they're crippled by it, I think they should be cured. If they're, like... If they're like they can't
do like hold conversation or like some shit like that or like be able to like do like normal like human things.
Yeah, it's a tough world. You gotta, you know what I mean? Like someone's gonna try and fix you so you can do it for yourself.
Bro, there's like so much shit that I was like because like I'm on Snapchat a lot now and there's like a bunch of story shit like.
You still got me tweaking about the incubation pods, bro. We're really in 2019.
Yeah, that's where I saw it. But dude, look, there's like two. Alright, so there's a little girl who committed suicide using Uber.
What? How do you kill yourself using Uber?
Drop me off
she took her Uber to a place and then fucking jumped off.
Oh.
Yeah,
well, think about this one. You would know where the Uber car is coming, and then like you could know when it's coming.
Wait, she got herself hit by a car? Like how did that work?
No, like she
get hit by the
Uber. She drove through like
Uber
to
a mountain or something like that.
No, it was like a parking lot. She went 9 stories up and jumped off and killed herself.
Damn.
Well, that's not Uber's fault. She was just trying to.
I would go to the top. Why do you just want to go up 9 stories?
She was only 12. She was only 12 years old.
Oh, 12. Wait a minute. What?
Yeah, like she stole like her parents like Uber or something and like used it to go kill herself. And her parents are like threatening to sue and shit.
Bro, I think 12 is too young to be killing.
Yeah, that's what they're
what's
like
so
trying.
Wrong?
They're trying to like sue. But listen, if y'all stop cutting me off.
I'm sorry.
they're trying to sue and shit because they're saying that like minors under the age of like 16 or some shit like that should like be accompanied by.
You should have watched your child to take the car.
But like, who knows when they took it? They could have stole it like at fucking nighttime.
But that's not their fault.
Can't control
that's
shit
crazy.
like
Yeah. Do you think
Bro, if I'm
Uber's
gonna
in the
kill
wrong?
myself, I might as well gank a car.
It's like that's true. Like, how the fuck are you gonna let somebody that young take an Uber by themselves?
Well, what time did they take the Uber? Was it at night or something?
I don't know. Yeah. Either way, like it doesn't matter.
Think about this.
Like
though.
the Uber driver could be like a sex offender or some shit. Like you don't know what the fuck could happen, or the person could be like going somewhere to do drugs or like do something like.
Yeah, but at the same time,
yeah.
right? Like some people, like for example, this was only one time, right? I usually walk to school, but one random morning, I just took like the I took an Uber to school. Like, how would you counteract that to like people that take like Ubers and stuff every day? Like say some people who are younger. Like, would they
well,
need,
then
like,
there should be like confirmation from the like guardian or some shit before they like get in.
That's all.
Because like usually students that take Ubers to school, right?
Yeah.
If they're like not paying it for themselves, they're like younger and their parents are like getting Ubers for them.
Yeah.
They should like be able to like confirm it from their app or like directly call the like driver and be like, yeah, it's okay, just like take them to school. Or like don't let them like change the course or whatever, you know, like give them the go.
That's a whole thing.
Right.
Yeah, don't let them change the course. That's definitely. If you're paying for the ride, don't let them change it.
Think about this though. Back to on that suicide thing, bro. If I was gonna kill myself, I wouldn't call an Uber. I'd just steal a car, because I'm going to kill myself anyway.
Well, I don't think she was like the most strategical freaking planner. It was pretty simple, dang. I mean, well, I don't mean to sound messed up, also, but
no, because now I'm getting into this, bro.
Yeah, I don't even.
You're fucking weird. You would get into the topic of suicide.
I mean, well, shoot, suicide.
It's not like I want to kill myself.
Well, bro, I don't know, dude. She obviously, or he or she, whatever, had her own problems.
Yeah,
I'm not gonna say that like. Oh,
but it's like crazy that young dude.
Yeah.
There's been like so many cases of young kids like killing themselves. Like there was a little black girl who hung herself. She was only 7 years old.
Because she.
Yeah.
Tell the story.
Because she was like getting bullied or something, and some kid like told her like go home and kill herself.
I thought you.
So
said,
she literally,
damn.
like she was like getting bullied and stuff, but like. One day, like a kid told her to go home and kill herself. So like, it's like literally what she did.
Or something.
Damn.
Like, I think there was another one where you told me where like this lady, I don't know if she was like black in a white family or something like that, or she had like white friends, right? And then like her friends basically like one of her school friends, right? Like the black girls and all that. She said, "Oh, you'll never be white." Some this that, right? And the girl wanted to go off herself. No, like I'm not saying, oh, what are these little kids doing, going and offing themselves and all that. It's a different situation. You know what I mean? Like everybody feels a different way. It doesn't matter. Like at the time, yeah. What's up?
Yo, can I say something? What I feel like race doesn't define your personality.
I mean, well,
some people feel that way, and that what you just said there, like, oh, you'll never be white. That pissed me off when someone said that to me, like, oh, you'll never be black, bro. What?
It doesn't matter,
what does
right?
my skin
But
color
like,
have to do with anything, bro? Like,
that girl took it a different way, cause like you're enlightened, right? And like you're like, oh, it doesn't matter. I don't care if I'm not black. It's whatever, right? But she's like, dang, I really can't be friends or something like that, right? So she wants to go do her deed or something like that, right?
Oh yeah, and
some people aren't educated.
And about the person telling them to kill themselves, like, think about this. That shit we deal with on Xbox, like, every day.
I know, we're like veterans, but like, oh.
I feel like Xbox helps us, like, not take shit seriously.
Yeah.
Bro, that's literally everybody that I know, bro. It's like, I can't believe that people actually take that.
Let's be honest, bro. If every time somebody on Xbox, like, told somebody to go kill themselves, I think we'd all be murderers here. Like.
Yeah.
Bro.
I would have gotten, like, Evan
you
killed,
would have murdered me.
Will
like,
would be dead by now.
Mondo would have killed me, like,
exactly if I... Bro, somebody had a quarter...
I don't think Mondo actually would have killed me yet, to be honest. He didn't tell me to kill myself yet.
Oh, he definitely has.
Panda's gonna be
he
like,
really hasn't, though, I'm gonna be honest with you.
He's gonna be like, oh, I haven't? Go kill yourself.
Yeah, I was gonna say, yo, Mondo, hang on, I got you.
Ryan would be dead by now. I think I've told Ryan to kill himself.
If I had a quarter for every time somebody said go KYS or texted me something like that, bro.
Yeah.
I'm back, dude. I forgot my dog was on the porch and he fucking was moving shit around. I thought somebody was trying to get through my window.
Every time you told somebody to go KYS, right? Do you think somebody would? Do you think you'd be a murderer by now if they actually want to go do it?
Yeah, if they actually killed themselves.
Yeah.
Honestly, bro.
My man's would have a kill count.
I would have had 2 bodies.
You would have had 14 bodies, bro. What are you saying?
I would be
bro, I would have had like
bodies.
80 bodies by now?
Because the only kids that ever got to like just like messing with them and they freak out was Zach and David.
No, I'm saying like no.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
much.
saying the times you
No,
told
that's
somebody
not
to
what
kill
I'm
themselves. You know what I mean? It could have been a joke or something like that. You know what I mean? Like imagine if they actually did it. Imagine how many people would be dead. You know what I mean?
Shit.
Right?
Yeah, dude, like, fucking, I would have at least killed like a couple hundred people by now. Holy shit.
Real dog could have got rid of a whole neighborhood.
Damn.
Bro, I think Candace
New
Harris
York
should the whole
City
block.
gone.
I'm a pretty nice kid. I probably only have like 10 bodies
Like
probably.
50.
No,
Ryan, shut up. You know you have more than 10
Yeah.
bodies.
No, I'm pretty
Ryan, you said kill yourself or off yourself. Like you might
Yeah,
not have said the word
once or
kill yourself.
twice,
Like you
yeah.
said something related to like off yourself or some
Yeah.
shit like that several times.
Exactly. But I don't think I've said it to too many people.
That's
so-
one of Ryan's
Dog.
go-to distance.
It is, bro. It really
So,
is.
bro.
Ryan, the amount of times you said something like that.
Oh yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Well, I haven't said to too many different people. It might have been to y'all repeatedly, but that doesn't like. Do y'all respawn and like
it is, but you said the amount of times you said because I
Bro,
haven't said it to like,
please
a lot of
think
people either.
the kill streak just continues? Then okay, I got you.
But like I've
Bro.
told the same amount of people several times like
Oh, okay,
kill yourself
okay.
just fucking
So
around.
that's the way.
Because I didn't just go to like fucking millions of people and just say, "Oh, go kill yourself." It's only like me and my friends and shit. And
if
Zach,
every
of
time-
course.
Sorry.
Yeah, go ahead. What do you
I'm
want
just
to
waiting, and
say? Yeah, you can go.
if every time somebody said they fucked your mom, they were actually right, bro, and they were correct about it. They
Oh.
were telling the truth.
Oh,
Dog. No,
Oh,
because
no.
Bro, my
every
mom
time
would be
somebody
a
said
certified whore.
that, me too.
if that happened.
Especially just because of pandas, dog. Like that's gotta be at least like 30 times.
me and Mondo, literally, that's like, we say it every time we talk
Don't
to
play
Ryan.
yourself, Johnny. Like you too, bro. Oh my god, bro.
Me and Mondo go after it, bro. Bro, she's pretty nice in bed too, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Bro,
Yeah,
so
bro,
is
that's not
Vicky
what we
Vicky,
turn the
bro.
podcast.
Come on now.
But it's gonna be awkward as fuck because like I'll stop when I have to, right? Johnny will keep going forever and just say dirty as shit. And then what's it gonna be like in Gear House when she comes home and she's like, "I saw you on the podcast saying that you were going to yell me." What does that
Oh
mean?
my god, yeah, mom.
You're on a train on Ryan's mom, bro.
I remember that clip. Why did I? Oh my god. I'm sorry.
Bro, I'm gonna be like, so are you interested?
What do y'all think? What do you
She's gonna be
say
like,
your mom's
she's gonna
personality?
Johnny would
bro.
probably say that too, bro. John probably
Bro, I
would
would,
say
I
that.
would, sock, I would sock you, bro. I'm not playing, bro.
Bro, I
got-
would
Bro,
fight
I
you,
would
bro.
come right back at you with a
I'm-
double leg takedown and be like,
Bro,
what
I
you
don't
just
care.
Bro,
Right,
fuck your little
I would-
cheesy ass wrestling dog. Nobody up to-
But
My
I
man
think-
That shit
Ryan-
throw you
fake.
to the ground, start
Yeah,
just
real quick,
pounding
guys.
on you, meow.
Do you think? All right. So, what's your like mother's personality, and do you think our mothers would get along, or do you think they'd argue just like us?
Yeah,
I don't
feel
think
like-
my mom's a very
I
nice
don't know.
person, but she talks shit
It
behind
depends,
people's
'cause
back.
my mom has like a nice. She's nice,
Don't
but
pull
she
your
also
punches.
has
Don't
a,
pull your punches.
she has a sense of humor too. Like she likes to.
Yeah,
like,
my mom
has a
her
sense
friends
of
like talking.
humor.
I think they would all have like different. I think they all have the same personality but different senses of humor. So it'd be interesting.
My mom's.
'Cause
a little
I feel
serious.
like-
Ryan's mom takes shit very
Yeah,
seriously,
yeah,
apparently,
yeah.
from what I think.
Oh,
Why'd you eat
Kisa!
that chicken?
I don't know,
Why-
bro. I'd be like, sometimes I'll be on like with Ryan like early in the morning, and his mom will be like dying laughing, like fucking having deep ass conversations on the phone.
Yeah, we're just like chilling and all that. Like we.
And I feel like I feel like my mom and his mom get along because they're both chill.
The only like I feel like the reason like my mom and like just off the fact like how I know pandas and all that, like I kind of take that into like I think definitely like how we get along factors into how they get along, like, you know, bloodline wise, you know what I mean? You get what I'm saying?
Oh, then
I
Zach
don't know, but
to get
you
along.
also have to think. You also have
That's
to
a mom
think
would be out here trying to box your mom.
You also have to think about like
No,
the,
my mom's
the
very
way
chill.
that your friends, the way that your friends can alter your personality before you like. Just think about that before you can say just because you get along with somebody that your parents. Because other friends can alter your personality a little bit.
Yeah, because it also depends. Like you could tell how you get raised. Like when you're in a situation like when you go to like church or when you're meeting somebody's like parents or something. Like if you're not disrespectful and you're kind,
Yeah,
that obviously like plays into like how you're.
Bro,
like,
I'm
parents
respectful
raised you.
around all adults. At least
Bro,
I try to
literally,
be.
sometimes,
my
but,
best
like-
friend for probably like 6 or 7 years now, I literally called their parents Mr. and Mrs. and his last name whenever I talk to them.
They
I
probably,
never.
yeah, they
call them by
probably
their-
love you.
Dude, I didn't even call my aunt like.
Bro,
by her
they
name.
always make fun
I
of me.
say
They
ma'am
literally make
and
they
sir.
make fun of me for saying Mr. and Mrs. And then their last.
Bro, for when we went to go pick up Johnny, I really thought he was gonna be on some like dumb shit, right? And like when he got in the car, bro, I was like, he was the most Christian boy ever, and I was like, who the fuck is this kid?
Bro, I say ma'am and sir.
Like that shit
Yeah,
really
yeah.
hit me different. I was like so confused for a second. Like I thought you took some like pills or some shit, dog.
I mean, I'm nice to it.
Exactly.
I mean,
I think
if
we all
it's,
gotta
like,
like.
I still
Yeah, because
act
like when like if there was like Gear House, right? Like if somebody's like parents came over for holidays or some shit, like I wouldn't be like fucking like how we like act now. Right?
No, I
Like,
still would.
respect
Some,
them.
no, yeah, you're getting bombed. It's definitely.
My house, my rules. I do what I want.
Yeah.
I would
okay,
act
buddy.
no, because like I act like this around like my parents and stuff.
Yeah, just
like-
don't make no jokes about what is it
Yeah, because
Railing
like,
Ryan's
it's
mom.
obviously if we're gonna be like doing stuff in our house, I'd like have my personality, but I wouldn't like say like disrespectful stuff to like someone's
Oh man,
kid.
Yeah.
your mother's pretty hot. What? But oh yeah.
I'd probably just go to my
wait a minute,
house,
I wanted to
but,
get
like
to
my
this.
parents' house for
I
Christmas.
wanted to put this into an idea real quick, right? So theoretically, right? Because we were talking about this early this morning, right? Theoretically, we're all in Gear House, right? Wouldn't y'all want the
Yeah.
biggest room? I'm just asking.
No, I'm good with a small room. I've always had small rooms.
Alright, well, that's
I'm
alright.
good for a room that's big enough to have a bed, a TV, and some walk.
Oh, that's interesting because we were talking this morning. Because
I'm good. I feel like I need.
But it's
space
gotta
though,
be
'cause
not-
I have
it's
so
I
gotta
much
need a
shit.
bed, a TV, and a trash can.
Here's what I want: a bed, a TV, and then like my monitor with my setup on it, right?
yeah,
And then the one must for my room, I don't care how big it is, but it has to have its own bathroom. I'm sorry, I don't care what
Oh,
it
what?
Have
is.
a what?
Its own bathroom. That's
I don't
Stop,
need my
bro.
own bathroom.
What did I say this morning?
Oh no, I don't even know about that, Chief.
All right, so
That's my
so
only
basically,
key.
right?
You can do, but alright, but look, I just like out of necessity, I feel. And you can ask Ryan. Like right now, my room, like, it's bigger than my other room, definitely. And my other, I literally had no wall. Like I could open my
yeah,
door,
what
right?
I,
I
what
could
we
go
were trying to say
straight,
was that like freaking.
or you could just come. Fuck you, bitch.
I was trying to explain the situation, but
No, fuck you. But look, I walk in the room, right? In my old room, I would literally walk in. I had like 2 feet to like walk to the left to go to my closet, and even then, I could barely open the door because my bed blocked it off, right? And
I'm
then
saying a
going
big enough
straight, I had like 3 feet. And even now, I have 2 dressers, my desk, my bed, and like my other shit, right? And there's still like not even enough space.
yeah, my man has a Home Depot closet as well.
Bro, you can like even Ryan said this morning, bro. It literally looks like a fucking storage unit. It's fucking tiny, bro.
Yeah, if there's a fire, Pandas is dying. But
I used to have the smallest room ever,
we were
bro.
having a conversation like this morning because I was like thinking that I was like, bro, because a lot of people are gonna want the master bedroom. Like, it'd be funny if we did like a competition for like the master bedroom and all that. But I think what
like
Pandas,
Bro,
a
I'll sleep in the
seat
basement.
experiment.
Cause like,
I'd be
even,
fine
like
with
I
the
don't care if it was
basement,
like if it was like
Who
master
invited
bedroom, like,
you? Wait, I'm confused.
yeah, for real, like who did?
what do you mean?
Nothing. But like I don't care. Like if it was master bedroom, I wouldn't like. Obviously, if I didn't have it there, I'd be like, all right, nigga. But like I would have used that like fancy ass bathtub. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But like I
don't
just need
care
like a
if it's
room
only
that's
a
big enough to
half
hold. I just
bath,
want
but
like a
I need a
room
bath.
that's like big enough to hold my room and like have like a toilet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's really all I care about. Because if it's not master bedroom, but it's big enough and like has like a bathroom, I'm like, all right, fuck it. That's all I need.
Yeah, low key, if my room's like good enough to like record and soundproof, like nice and spacey, you know, make it chill out, but like work at the same time. Like,
Because for real, like, also for soundproofing too, you wouldn't want a big.
we're all
room
getting
because-
soundproofing, all right. If you're in the gear house, you're getting
Yeah.
soundproofing. I'm not listening. I'm not.
But
gonna
like
be able to hear you
fucking,
guys
what is
out.
it? A larger room is gonna cost more to soundproof too. Because you gotta fill it. You gotta fill up the room more and then do all the words.
Yeah.
Bro, oh my god, look it up right now. The soundproofing blocks, bro, they're so fucking expensive. Because if you get the
They're
cheap
like
ones,
20
it-
bucks a block.
No, but that's like the cheap ones though. Because if you get those, they'll fall off easily and like fucking deteriorate, right? But if you're getting like the actual like studio one that you need, bro, that shit is fucking like
Don't you have
hundreds
to
of
like
dollars.
line your entire wall with those too?
Yes.
All right. Well, never mind. I had dreams of getting a freaking soundproofing for a little bit, but that's dead.
I mean, you can, but all you have to do is really like get the wall behind you and like get your.
I wanna
really set up
find
with
the
furniture.
What would $600 get me? Like,
Bro,
Like
to be
a whole
honest,
room,
the
probably?
basement would be the most soundproof area because it's underground and sound will only travel as far as the wall, and then it will stop.
I know, but you still have to have like a lot of furniture for that.
Yeah.
bro, there's another thing I remember we were talking about earlier, and like low key as like a gear skip for like the channel or something. Like we were just randomly playing Siege, and like Pandas gave me like 2 ideas for like videos to come up with.
13.
And like the one that I remember the most is like the freaking soap opera one, dude.
Oh, but that's like a you thing. That's a
I
really
kind of want to just do it to be random, bro. Like the weekly little like, just to add some like diversity between like Gearcast episodes or something. Bro,
Fang is dead.
I might actually make a 1-person soap opera, dude. It'll be funny. Like one scene I'll be wearing a wig or something. Ricardo.
Ryan.
So
Ryan,
it's like when you go to like, all right. So you ever watch General Hospital?
Ever watch what?
General Hospital, or like
No.
fucking Grey's Anatomy. All right.
Oh yeah.
You ever been to like a Spanish person's house and they're watching like these dramatic ass like TV shows
Yes,
with
and
those,
it's
like,
over.
weird-
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, like the ABC.
That's a
ones.
soap opera, dude. Yes,
Oh, I used to watch those all the time.
but in Spanish they call it novellas,
Like-
though.
Oh, bro, is the Breaking Bad like a one of those type
No,
of
that's
shows?
definitely not a fucking soap opera. You're speaking. Straight out already.
I don't
Jesus
know.
Christ.
No, that's a reality show. Never mind.
Dude, Breaking Bad is not a reality. That's an
Not
action
reality,
TV show,
but it's
dog.
like sorry,
That's an
action.
action.
I'm not trying to
TV
say
show.
reality. I meant like reality as in like it's showing an
Based in
alternate
real life.
reality that's not like.
Exactly. I don't even care that you're on fucking break right now, dog. Go back to school. Get on ABC Mouse. Do something with your life.
Bro, I'm not on break.
Well, you know what? Even after break, bro, stay in school. Okay, that's all I need you to do.
Bro.
What do you gotta do, Fang? Do you gotta like do finals or something for like your last week, or like what's up with you?
We have science finals, and then we just chill.
Okay.
And then after that, I'm going fishing for basically the whole week.
Bro,
Fish,
it
dude.
was the most relieving. Like, I felt like I had a weight off my chest. Like once I realized it, when I was like finally, like, I don't know, cause I was chilling all through my Spanish final, which is the last one I had to do, right? And like as I like slowly walked out the class, I was like, "Bye, I'm not gonna miss you." Like, all I heard was
And then he
like,
pointed a fucking gun at his teacher.
Marcus started running down the hallway. Right, he was like, "I'm free!" And then like I just started getting hype. I was like, "Slaves no longer!" I was like, "I'm free! School's over!" And then what I did is I went to each school bus, right? And I'm like, I threw my like promotional like posters that I had left over from the talent show inside of each window as I was running by to each school bus.
No wonder people fucking hate you.
It was just amazing. Oh my god.
Ryan, why did you? Hold on. Yeah, why are you just trying to self-promote on the last day of school, bro? That's like when everyone's trying to chill out.
Why not? You know, let him have the words.
It
so
don't
they can
matter,
chill
bro.
out,
He
you know?
needs that summer clout. What are you fucking crazy?
Listen, right? So,
Put them up around
my
town.
last day of school, right? My last day of school is going something like this, right? I'm watching a movie in my last class because my science teacher didn't give us a final because it's not an actual high school class.
Mhm.
So I'm in 8th grade, right? So she's going around, right? And we're watching Black Panther because that's what the class voted on, okay?
Okay.
And the bell
So
rings.
it's like, oh, black superheroes. Fuck.
the
White
bell
Tiger
rings.
slap movie.
And like I was all chill about it because like I low key school is like the only time I ever talk to my real life friends. So it kind of sucks when it ends, but at the same time it's great because that means I can like.
Ooh, Johnny got a girlfriend.
I mean that's not even true. Dog, you're tweaking. Oh my god. Anyways, so
Bro, I hear my dog
So-
outside running laps on the fucking porch. He's going crazy.
I wasn't
tweaking,
even
dog.
like, I wasn't like going crazy, and then I walked out after talking to my friends, like saying bye, and then everybody started screaming in the hallways at really high pitches, and I was like, wait, this is my calling, because the thing I would do every day
Oh,
as I walked out of my gym class was scream at a really high pitch that nobody else could do. So then I started screaming at a high
you're a
pitch,
bitch,
and everybody just started staring at me like I was a weirdo, and I kept screaming. I was like, "I'm free!" And I started running through the hallways.
You remember that one episode of The Amazing
Yeah.
Grandma with Gaylord Robinson? I'm free! The talent show. Oh, man.
You know what pisses me off the most? When them kids that don't fucking, like, come to school at all be, like, talking about how much they're, like, fucking waiting for school to be over or some shit.
Yes, they're like there once
And they're,
every
like, hyped.
at all.
Or Robert like never goes to school, and he's like he hates it so much.
Yeah, bro, he was
It's like-
trying to play me talking about I'm on break. I'm like, bro, I know you're not on fucking break because, like, everybody else is at school.
I mean, low-key... Pendies, you low-key in the same situation, bro.
But, like, I still fucking, like, went to, like, I only missed, not, like, compared to, like,
Yeah,
what I
yeah,
used to
missed
miss,
a
bro,
bit,
I
yeah.
didn't, like, yeah. Because it was, like, closer now, so it was easier to get to, so I was like, fuck it. Plus, it's, like, shorter, more enjoyable, I guess.
I remember I tried to like take some like last day of school freaking like picture like on a hill or something like that with like Marcus and them, but it ended up just being like so bad because none of them knew how to take like a good picture, and then my tripod ended up breaking again. It literally, bro. The next time I'm going to have to repair my tripod with crazy glue, I think that's gonna like where my like insanity like. I think that's where I lose my.
Bro, use Hold on, I'll tell you what to use. Give me a second.
Like,
It works a lot better than
like,
crazy
Gorilla
glue.
Oh no, dude.
Bro, you buy listen. If you buy Gorilla Glue and then pour like a little bit of like water over it, dude, it like kind of foams up and gets like super fucking hard, and then it'll like hold on forever.
Okay.
Ryan breaks tripods like
Bro.
Shark breaks change.
Okay,
Yes.
Ryan, what you want to use is plastic cement. That shit is insanely good. I use that shit for my model tanks.
I get a new tripod.
Bro, tell me why.
But
Fanged
Ryan,
up is
don't
like,
hu-
I use
don't
it for
huff
my
plastic
top
cement.
tank.
Bro, Robert keeps hyping up his fucking binoculars, dog.
What?
Bro,
Binoculars?
Yes, he
Yes.
bought like a $70 pair of binoculars. It's like let me see what it says, 15 by or 16 by 50, right?
Now I'm gonna be able to
And
spy on my
listen,
neighbor.
No matter what he fucking said about the binoculars, he was like, but with my 16 by 50 binoculars, I'm like, bro, do you really have to like say the dimensions and shit? He's like,
Bro,
yeah,
what
16 by
is
50.
he even gonna do with binoculars?
He was like
Bro, he
bragging
said-
about it, bro. He was out here like, I can see the moon even when the sun's
I
out.
wouldn't say that as
Like, that
bragging.
doesn't
He's
even
just like,
make sense.
but like I wouldn't say that's bragging because he's like super like into it. You know, he's like hyped up because when you're hyped up about something, you're like super happy about it. You just want to tell people, right?
Mhm.
It's like when everybody has their own little thing. They're like gashing
I
it
mean,
up for
I
like a
wasn't
week
like,
on end.
I
Yeah, I like
Bro,
fishing
the thing
stuff
that
and
didn't make
like
any sense-
tank
The
stuff.
thing that didn't make any sense, he was like, with these 16 by 50 binoculars, I could see the moon even when the sun's out. I was like, doesn't
that's
he know
literally
that the
impossible.
reason why you can't see the moon is because it's on the other side of the earth? Having binoculars.
Sometimes
is
when
kind
it's
of like,
day though, sometimes when it's day, the moon will like be fucking
Yeah.
out though.
Yeah, that's because it's about to turn nighttime.
Fucking, I don't know. Apparently he's like really into astronomy now or something.
He is.
yeah.
He talks about it a lot at school and shit. And
That's cool. That's nice.
Bro,
little patch.
He's
the thing that
bro,
pissed
he,
me
like-
off the most though is look, my boy Josh Oliver.
Oh no, here we go again.
The bro,
I was
like he was the one that complained about school the most, right? And like never lived down the street, bro. And he didn't even go to graduation, like the biggest moment of fucking like middle school. And my mans didn't even go. And that low-key cheesed me, bro.
Bro,
And everybody was getting so pissed. And then as you get into high school, bro, there's like way more fucking people like that that'll like go and you'll just like realize they're like, oh, I miss like fucking. I only come one day a week, but the school's fucking boring me out. Like, bro, what kind of lazy fuck do you have to be to like get fucking stressed out over one day of school a week?
Oh, no.
bro, last year I used to miss like
Bro.
every Monday.
Mondo, I never want to hear Josh say that I never say anything to his face again because he was annoying me today when I went over his house, and I just slowly I went, why?
Why?
T-A.
Oh, I mean, that doesn't mean anything to him though. He doesn't know.
Yeah, I know, and then I told him what it meant.
Wait, what? YTAP?
No,
Yeah, no,
there's
no.
more letters after it. There's more letters after it, but
The
Uh-huh.
Tafnik
those are
Deba.
just basic.
Okay.
Oh yeah, those are just the base words.
And
Especially, alright, another thing that pisses me off too is like, I mean, it's cool, but like when people have like cheap shit, right, and they're flexing it like it's $1 million thing. You know, like it's a
Proud,
designer.
bro. Let me stop.
Like when they're talking about their fucking like Goodwill fedora that they literally found for like $2.
Oh yeah, that sombrero that my grandfather gave him that was probably.
Bro, I'm
from
telling you,
Spanish
fucking,
Goodwill.
it's like when Ryan comes into money, bro, he's just gonna buy like fucking designer fedoras.
Bro,
I'll buy one.
I have a
I don't wanna, like,
No,
I have
one is where it starts though, the addiction, dog, because you're gonna see it.
bro,
And
all I know
you're
is
have
gonna,
when
a
I'm
Morgan
getting big
silver
money,
dollar
all I
that's
know
worth
is when I get big money,
$5,000.
if I ever buy anything from Gucci, it's a cowboy hat. Alright, that's all I know.
Have
I
they
don't
made
think they
Gucci
have a
cowboy hats yet?
No, they haven't.
They need to get on that.
They're-
Dude.
They're going
I'm buying
to.
a
They're going to.
But
I wanna buy a
fucking, like,
Gucci
Ryan, I feel like he would get,
belt.
like, money,
I
right?
just want a belt.
And then he would, like, keep looking online at, like, new fedoras and shit, just, like, you know, just, like, being bored looking online.
Mm-hmm.
And just cop, like, 15 fucking designer fedoras a month.
Bro.
I have a whole room. All right, so
What should I do with
So
my
Pandas,
Morgan
I gotta
silver
kick you
dollar,
out.
bro?
I need another room for all my fedoras.
For real, you get, like, glass cases for him.
All right.
Bro.
I don't gonna
gets his
keep it. My
initials
grandpa
in.
gave it to me, so I'm gonna keep it.
Were y'all
you
we don't
talking
have to
about,
get
Zach?
into this if y'all don't want to.
Oh, my Morgan silver dollar is worth
I know Zach
$5,000.
probably didn't see this, right?
Should
But
keep
like,
it until
do y'all want
value
to talk
goes up
about
and
like, the
sells
end
it.
of like that little like KSI and freaking Deji beef real quick, or do you like not want to talk about that?
Oh, bro, I
know,
was
thought
watching that
was
shit. I
fucking
was watching that shit.
ridiculous, dog. That shit was retarded.
I really thought Deji had a point there for a minute, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie, I'm a Deji fan, but like at the end of the day, it just seems like they got a lot to figure out. You know what I mean?
I like
But
KSI.
like he did like leave out a lot of shit. Like if you watch KSI's the 1 hour video,
Yeah.
Yes. I've watched it half
because
an hour.
after I watched Deji's video,
Like,
I
I
was
can't
like,
even watch
KSI
it.
super fucked up, right?
Yeah.
But then KSI was like getting all the
Defended his
facts
point,
and like
yeah.
shit. Dude, and
I
his
watched-
parents are low key scumbags.
They
Well,
are.
Like, why would you give your fucking son's bank information out to his younger brother?
I mean, they were just trying to be helpful. You know what I mean?
But they knew what it was for in the fucking what is it text between him and his dad.
These
He
aren't
was like
all
talking
knowing,
about
like,
it.
yeah, these are like all knowing like YouTube entrepreneur things. They're just trying to help their son out. That's the way I see. You know what I mean? They're not.
All right, well that's fucked up either way because that's like personal shit.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what
I
I'm
see
saying?
what you're saying.
And even if like
Bro.
fucking what is it, KSI was neutral and shit. Like the thing he was talking about the sparring footage, like that's literally just like him fighting and training.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's so much footage of
KSI
that like,
didn't even
out
have
there.
a good point for like the boxing footage. That's what I was like worried about the most.
Yeah, because like fucking Deji was saying that you release private videos of like fucking us boxing, you know what I'm saying? And then it's literally just like them sparring when they were training for the Logan Paul fight and shit, which is like private, or not even private, like public. Like there's multiple videos of them like sparring out there.
Yeah.
So it's like, what's the biggest fucking deal?
Bro, and I watched a half an hour of that KSI video, and I was like,
watched it all
bro,
the way through.
I was so disgusted just watching a half an hour of it that I literally couldn't even stomach watching it anymore. I was so
The
disgusted.
thing that like was
with
the
Deji.
most retarded is that like how much like fucking their parents were like helping out Deji and like trying to like screw over KSI.
I mean, that was a little. I mean, that's just their son. You know what I mean? That's like. That's
And then Deji
Alright, but
wants to
look,
complain
it
about
doesn't
it.
matter. That doesn't matter.
It does.
Alright, because
complain about getting kicked
it's your
out.
firstborn and then your fucking child. Right?
Yeah, they're pampering their littler one from their bigger
Alright,
one.
but there's a difference between pampering and completely like fucking up the whole family system. Like, dude, you don't pamper your fucking child by giving private information of your brothers away or of your sons away.
All right, bro, but.
Alright,
Everybody makes
that's
mistakes.
like, I didn't know.
Right,
That's why I didn't want to
right.
get into this. But like, you always like fucking say some retarded shit. Like, let's say
Right.
you had
Hang
super
on.
private information about like a girlfriend or a kid or something, right?
Yeah.
And you didn't tell nobody. Especially like, let's say your sisters or
But my
something got
mom
loud
gave it
mouths,
away,
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like your sisters got loud mouths, and then they're trying to dig up dirt against you and make you seem like a bad person. So you like promise, you make your parents promise like not to tell anybody and like keep it private because you don't want shit like that getting leaked because that could fuck your like whole career,
Yeah.
right? And then your sister or like one of your siblings or something, your nephews, use it against you to try and attack you with it or like leak that information that you needed private. That's not pampering that fucking kid. That's completely fucking over.
Alright, you know, I think, yeah, I see what you're saying there, but I think the way I'll put it is that I don't think it was out of like super malicious intent against KSI. you know
Okay,
what
okay, alright, Brian,
Yeah.
let me handle this one, alright? So listen to this, okay?
I mean? Uh-huh.
Imagine this, right? Imagine you have two children, right? And your two children get into a fight and it's in public, okay?
Yeah.
And the first son's trying not to start anything, he's trying to be neutral, right? But
Yeah.
the other son doesn't like anything that his brother is doing, is like super offended over the brother doing nothing, okay?
Yeah.
So they know that you have private information about him, tell you exactly what it's for, okay? Tell you it's meant to be put into the public eye and expose him and put dirt on him and make him seem like a lesser person, okay? And you laugh about it and then give the information away.
Alright. The way I saw
Yeah,
it.
because like no, because don't even try because you're gonna find out some way to like try and say it's right.
Yeah.
Because if you like actually watch the video, you can see in the like text.
Look at the
between-
text.
Yeah, you
She's
see the text
literally
between.
it's
No, it was
so
between his dad.
malicious.
It was between the dad. It was like
It's
JJ and his
so
dad. He was like
malicious.
laughing about it and saying like, "Oh yeah, like he told us like he needed something for his like
dang.
like he told him he needed
Yes.
something for the diss track, so they like gave it to him for like helping him out. That's not fucking pampering you. Like that's like a whole different story.
That's
Like,
actually
if Deji was
Bro, that's
being
why
like
I'm tripping right now.
if he was being like manipulative or fucking like trying to like you know like get it out of them without them knowing what it was for, then that'd be like a whole different story. I guess you could say like it's like you know whatever, they're trying to help their youngest son. But when they like know what it's for and they're just like blatantly like fucking throwing it out there for your like younger brother to fuck up your career, Like, come on, dude. That's not fucking. There's no way to make that
I
sound
think
right.
brothers are gonna be brothers at the end of the day, and parents are gonna be if they're good or
Parents,
bad.
they should stay out of it either way. Like,
Yeah,
whatever hate they got, they deserve, bro. Because that's fucked up on their end. I don't care like what's happening between my children, but I'm never gonna go behind one's back and like do some shit. That's the scummiest thing you can do.
Yeah.
Imagine how low you
Yeah.
fucking
I mean,
feel if your fucking
maybe
parents are like going up against you like that.
Yeah, but
Imagine trusting your parents with that personal information and then they give
For
it away.
real.
I guess
And then look, they said that fucking, or like when Deji was saying that he kicked him out and shit for no reason, like trying to make him seem like a scumbag, right? Deji wasn't fucking like cleaning up after himself or like doing anything in the house, leaving a mess, like being a bitch, right?
Yes, he was complaining about getting
So
kicked
obviously
out of
they
the
kicked him out.
house.
And like there's solid
He
proof of
wasn't
that
even
before.
paying rent.
Yeah, exactly. There's proof of that before because even like in an old like Sidemen video, they were talking about like how why Deji wasn't living there or something, right? Because there was
Yes,
beef between like a Sidemen member and Deji, and they said like, oh, he wasn't like taking up after himself. He was acting like snotty and shit. He wasn't paying any rent. He refused to like pay anything.
Deji literally said that he shouldn't have to have paid rent to KSI's brother. He's like,
Bro,
I
do you
shouldn't
think
have to
in
pay
their
rent off your
house, yeah, like I understand.
Do you think Deji kind of uses his brother as a way to get more fame?
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I mean, if you think about it, there's like times where like you could see like how the views soar up when the fucking drama comes. Because I mean, apparently, like everybody obviously loves drama, but then the amount of like growth there is and like the times that like the growth is coming in and the times he like chooses to do this, it seems like a whole thing just for clout and whatnot.
well, yeah, I see what you're saying at the same time, and like, I ain't gonna lie.
I don't know why
It
you're trying to
seems
defend
like
him
he
so
melt.
hard,
It seems
dog.
like he melt the fucking. What is it? At the same time, because I'm gonna try and defend a little bit of points. Because at the end of the day, I still do like Deji's content and all that. But what I was going to say.
Alright, but that
was
doesn't mean you can't like
let me
his
speak. Let me
content.
speak. What I was going to say, right, was that like, I do
Fucking
see
idiot.
how like you could see like he like milked the content and all that. I does feel like when he made like the first response video, I was like, all right, now he's just giving his like heartfelt like a little. You know how he feels about KSI, even though we didn't know what was going on like fully until he made KSI made the response video. Once he got noticed that KSI was gonna make a clapback video, when he made that video talking about something he's gone too far, it kind of felt like he was milking it for a little bit, yeah. Oh no, man, it just seems like they got a lot to sort out. You know, at the end of the day, like the way I always feel about these situations, right, is that like because I remember we said like on an episode like the Gearcast a few episodes ago. People like don't like we're the outside perspective and there's a lot going on inside and like, we don't take into consideration like exactly how these people are feeling, you know what I mean? And maybe they're like, you know, in their own sense. But they're a family and they're gonna figure it out, right? at least hopefully. It seems like they're on the good path.
Yeah, but like they could. My point is they could have like put it out privately, right? And if you go to Deji's channel right now, you can see before all this fucking drama, right? Before all the shit he did, like with the drama,
Yeah.
views were like fucking 500,000, like fucking 300K, 200K, 400K, 700, 900, 500. And then look, he does the buy video, right? 7.9 million views. He's gone too far, 3.5. Then he does a video, she let me cut her hair, right? He's going back to like, after he's saying like a buy and he's going to take a break, he goes straight back to making content, right? Almost 1 million views for the first time in like months on a video, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then fucking makes another video, moving on. 3-minute video, just a little quick like update on the whole situation, right?
Yeah.
2 million views.
I watched that
Does
video.
another roasting people on Omega video, only like 200K views.
Well, it is what it is.
And it seems like the times he's doing this is like fucking times when his brother's like trying to do shit or like
Think about it.
blowing up in his career.
They were literally when they beefed before.
They were
Team
arguing.
Story pointed out that Deji's views were down, and then he beat, and his views got back up. And once they
Stop the
like,
beef.
they-
Or, yeah, went back
they
down.
stopped the beef, his views went back down, and then he made a couple videos with JJ. His views went back up, and then there was no videos of him with JJ or anything. His views went back down, and then all of a sudden, even with JJ again, his views go right back up.
Because like the way we're looking at it, because like I'm not even on anybody's side, because like KSI like made his points and Deji made his points, right? But like it's when you see the other video, because at first like obviously seeing Deji's video, you're gonna side with him, and like everything's gonna be fucked up because that shouldn't happen to him.
Exactly. I just see it as.
But then when all the like
I'm gonna be
missing
honest.
information that was there and all the fucking like parts that are like hidden from the actual video are there, you see how manipulative it is and like how like strung out for views it is.
They low key was manipulating each other too, yeah.
Alright, but
You
like
can tell-
KSI was
tell
like
that
putting his
JJ's
facts
telling
and
the
like
truth. Because
like, he-
there was even some points where he's like trying not even to defend himself.
Yeah.
Where he's just,
Yeah,
I'm gonna be
when
honest,
he was
bro,
like
to be
reacting to the
honest.
diss tracks and shit, he was fucking like, you know, keeping to himself, like saying whatever. And like even before that, when fucking Deji was reacting to other diss tracks against his brother, he was like saying like, you know, claiming information was true and whatnot, saying whatever. So it's like whatever, his brother does it back, and then as soon as like JJ does it, right, he's tweaking on him, right?
Yeah, I see.
And then you
Bro.
know he leaves out all this information about like all these texts and like all these fucking like clips of the video of him laughing or him trying to get him to do the videos and whatnot. And you know obviously KSI, he like said what he did was wrong and like tried to fucking, you know, he admitted all his wrongs and he came up with all the information that Deji had like, you know, said or whatever, like all the missing links. So once you see that and you piece it together, you see it's like misleading, it's fucking like manipulative and shit. It's like manipulative content and shit, like, and when you put it together, the views and shit, it's like obviously he's doing this at like a time in need, right?
Yeah.
And instead of going to his brother and
Did
just
you guys,
asking for a collab or doing whatever, he's just milking it for more views than it's worth, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. What do you want to say, fam?
Did you guys hear about what Vox News did to
Alright,
Steven
alright,
Crowder's?
alright. Hold up. We can talk about this
Who the
another
fuck is
day. Alright, we're
Steve,
actually
man?
at an hour.
let's
Okay,
not-
okay.
Okay. And another thing, that was a good episode. You know, I felt like a good little flow.
Fuck you though, you always gotta talk about some controversial shit and you always say the stupidest thing.
I mean, it's
like,
an alright.
Hitler's not wrong.
It's just for it's
His
just for
When did I
parents-
say Hitler's not wrong?
But who the fuck is talking? This guy, ooh,
Bro,
get off the call for one.
It's for the sake of the what is it? You know, episode.